concert gave rise to satanic conspiracy theories.
Some concert goers as dark and apocalyptic,
which bore the design of demons exiting through a portal.
Oh
On the
my
surface,
gosh,
this atmosphere
bro.
is creepy and unsettling enough.
I don't care what nobody say. I ain't really the type of nigga to be like, oh yeah, I believe in everything. Everybody say no. I'm the opposite. I watched that concert, but that shit gave a nigga chills. Reaction was so, what the fuck is going on in this world? Like, hey, whoa. I'm here? Man, check it. What's on YouTube? It's Rooster. New channel. Welcome to the new channel. Welcome to Roo Reacts. We'll have a great fucking time on this channel, bro. I'm telling you, good weed, good reacts, and we just having fun, bro. First video of the channel is Astroworld Tragedy. So it's the 10 shocking facts about Astroworld Tragedy. Y'all remember that? No lie. I did a pair of sneakers for one of the homies, and it was during this exact time. The sneakers I did was brown, green, black, and white. It sound crazy, but they was definitely want to break down my customs. Like I definitely want to like go through each shoe and like tell y'all what I was thinking, how it happened, and all that. But that's gonna come another time. But these are the sneakers, bro. Got Travis Scott on the front of them hole. On the side got Cactus Jack on the heel tab. We got the Nike check on the bottom with the Travis Scott logo on the toe box. Like these that is one of my favorite customs I've ever done. And everything was off the top too. Like everything was just off the fly, like how I was feeling. And as Astroworld was going on, I was just watching the downfall. Like I was watching how everybody got affected from it, and I just was like, fuck, I'm adding it as I'm customizing them. Like I'm just adding shit to them. It started off at 9, but I know it was more than 9. I think it was more than 9. We about to find out for sure. But yeah, these are the sneakers I did, bro. Damn, these shit's clean, man. The color with that brown is OD, bro. And the upside down Nike check, that shit is crazy. Bro, I used to go fucking nuts. But anyway, fuck that. We done wasting time. We getting into the video. 10 shocking facts about the Astroworld tragedy that had niggas over here tripping. Some niggas said it was demonic shit. Niggas said it was sacrificing. What the fuck? I don't think it was none of that. I just really think it was like poor planning with security, to be honest. But hey, man. We ain't gonna fuck with the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, baby. Let's not do that. Let's get this sound together. Fuck that.
Security at the Astroworld Music Festival in Houston says organizers were unprepared.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at 10 shocking and disturbing facts related to the infamous Astroworld.
They made that shit look so demonic, bro.
But he came to the medical tent and he said,
hold on, let me pull this shit down.
There's dead bodies in the crowd. Y'all need to go and handle this.
It faced significant planning issues.
Well, and it sounds like a simple question.
That shit was wicked, bro. Seeing people fly out the crowd and like screaming, trying to get out because it was getting squished in.
We found there is no easy answer.
Unsurprisingly, the logistical planning behind Astroworld was a complete disaster. Virtually nothing about this event was planned correctly. The event site and the number of security personnel were woefully inadequate for 50,000 people. And the emergency operations plan did not adequately address the potential for crowd surges.
It detailed plans for riots, shootings, severe weather, and an earthquake. It also detailed plans to speak in code if someone died. But it
that shit's so bad, bro. Look at this shit. That shit was set up all over here. It was people here, 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 here. Nobody's getting out these cages, these blocks. I mean, of course you can get out, but I'm talking about like real deal in an emergency, bro. You're not going nowhere, gang. Like if you in the middle, you fucked. If you're on the outside, you're straight.
But it never mentioned what to do if the crowd were to
people
surge,
stepping on people,
like
stepping over people, pushing
to make
people.
matters worse, the site's layout was described as being confusing, with bad lighting and a lack of exits. But worst of all, event organizers grossly miscalculated a state fire code, resulting in significant and fatal overcrowding at the venue. Put simply, this event was a disaster waiting to happen.
I would say a lot more details need to be shared in planning between the city and the county.
Trouble was brewing beforehand.
As a security expert, what do you think, if any place, did they go wrong? Thanks for having me on, Isaiah. There are a number of places that I immediately identified when I saw what had happened out there.
Even well before the crowd crush, Astroworld 2021 had a heavy atmosphere. Trouble was brewing at the security perimeter at just 8:15 that morning, with the police lieutenant radioing the Houston Fire Department for riot gear. Between 9:15 and 10, there were reports of attendees throwing trash at each other and violently breaching both the main entrance and the COVID safety checkpoint, injuring a number of people.
Over the next few hours, while some shop, eat, and attend daytime concerts, videos show instances of scattered mayhem. Fans break perimeter fences,
Woodstock, nigga. I'm telling you, bro. Woodstock 2020.
Even further throughout the afternoon, with fans pulling down barricades, igniting fireworks, cutting through fences with bolt cutters, and trampling each other. By 8:15 that night, medical personnel had run out of equipment and were forced to start triaging patients. So overwhelmed
That's what
were
them
they
boys
with
done. They was on some savage shit.
I'm curious to who was actually monitoring this crowd during this event. You should have always had people in place monitoring the crowd just in case something like this does happen.
Bro, you can only monitor so many people, bro.
They didn't have anybody doing that.
Security was grossly undertrained.
All right, we're not gonna act like hindsight not 2020, bro. We all understand. The reason why we got here was for a certain cause of motherfuckers not paying attention, or the overflood of people just barging through shit. You can't stop that, bro. You see how them niggas got out the way? Because they tried to stop niggas, bro.
Training and staffing issues.
Y'all remember that? Y'all seen it? They was trying to stop niggas. Hey, too many motherfuckers were coming through.
Security at the event was almost non-existent. Understaffed, undertrained, underprepared, you name it. The security guards were it. As mentioned before, the team had failed to plan for a crowd surge, leading to the chaotic confusion of the crush. Many guards have also spoken to the media, claiming that event planners prioritize bodies and numbers over competence.
So, I mean, respectfully, do you feel like you were qualified for this situation?
Hell no.
I do. I don't believe I was prepared.
You don't think you were prepared?
I was qualified because I believe that if we were all prepared the right way, that stuff wouldn't have happened the way it did.
You can't prepare for that, bro.
Many of the security guards working that
you just can't prepare for some shit like that to happen, bro. Like,
with a vague orientation that didn't provide clear guidelines. Even worse, many of these last-minute hires had no experience working security, with many having jobs in retail and hospitality.
When you have people straight off the streets hired within days of an event, is that a formula for something definitely going wrong?
Oh, without a doubt. That's definitely a recipe for disaster.
They like a cop.
So tight, they
fuck out of here, police ass nigga.
Moving, you were moving with it. You were at the mercy of the crowd, pretty much. There was no way you would have been able to move around or keep yourself stable.
Even if tragedy never occurred, Astroworld 2021 still sounds like a nightmare. The aforementioned miscalculation in fire safety codes resulted in a venue that was packed way too tightly. Multiple investigations have shown that the venue was under catastrophic crowd density, and this is mirrored in the survivors' experiences.
Oh my gosh,
people who luckily escaped the night have relayed their personal horror stories, claiming that everyone was packed so tightly that they literally couldn't move. There were reports of people being unable to raise their arms above their waist, of being unable to walk, and perhaps most nightmarishly, of being unable to breathe or call for help.
A density of 1.5 square feet per person can cause compressive asphyxiation. With so little space,
I definitely would have been fucking sick. I would have had anxiety attack, bro.
People died standing up.
Facts.
I was like, man, this is not safe. Like, I started to notice, I look in front of me, I see people crying.
That's scary.
Eventually, the crush grew so severe that people began to suffocate. And this wasn't a dramatic collapse to the ground. No, some victims died standing up, trapped between the people who were slowly killing them. Medical personnel at the venue reported that most of the victims bore no physical signs of being trampled, such as crushed chests or injured faces. Rather, their dilated pupils suggested anoxia, a complete lack of oxygen typically brought about through suffocation and choking.
The post-investigation found that at least 7 of those who later died were located in one area of the audience. 3 of those victims can be seen unconscious amid a pile of fans on the ground about 16 minutes into the show, which continued for nearly an hour.
People don't even care, bro.
They deduced that these concert goers were so tightly squeezed that their diaphragms were crushed and that blood was unable to reach their brains and hearts. Cardiac arrest would have set in within minutes.
Another security guard said he needed help. I followed him and found 3 people laid out in front of me getting CPR. They were in cardiac arrest.
The concert gave rise to satanic conspiracy theories.
Some concert goers describe the vibe as dark and apocalyptic.
The festival theme, it had like this dystopian theme, kind of like driving fear into the crowd before like the artists even came out.
As is typical in times of tragedy, the Astroworld disaster gave rise to numerous conspiracy theories, specifically of the occult nature. The atmosphere, some describe as satanic symbol, including a stage in the shape of an inverted cross, lots of fire, and Scott's shirt, which bore the design of demons exiting through a portal. On the surface, this atmosphere is creepy and unsettling enough, especially considering what happened at the show.
I don't care what nobody say. I ain't really the type of nigga to be like, oh yeah, I believe in everything. Everybody say no. I'm the opposite. But I watched that concert, but that shit gave a nigga chills. Oh, I should have been streaming at that time. I should have been doing YouTube videos, bro. Because the reaction was so authentic. Like, the reaction was so, what the fuck is going on in this world? Like,
even further,
there's no way this shit really happened.
With some type of satanic and sacrificial ritual.
And then he's the type of nigga he is. He already dirt, like devilish. So it's like, oh, well.
Websites like Snopes had to step in and shut the theories down, or attempt to. Ezra Blunt. A total of 10 people died at Astroworld, each and every one of them a tragedy. But the death that got the most attention is that of Ezra Blunt. Blunt was just a 9-year-old boy who was attending the concert with his father, Treston. The two had planned to stay farther back in the crowd with Blunt on his father's shoulders, but the crowd crush soon occurred and Treston was knocked unconscious.
Ezra was taken to Texas Children's, put on a ventilator, and in a medically induced coma.
This caused Ezra to fall to the ground, and he was quickly consumed by the surging crowd.
Couldn't even
he was rushed to Texas Children's Hospital and placed in a medical-induced coma, but unfortunately, he did not make it. Young Blunt has since become the most public face of the unimaginable disaster.
The youngest victim of the tragic Astroworld Festival is being laid to rest in Dallas today.
The show
that shit's so fucked up.
Two-way radios are the go-to means of communicating at a large event, and they were used by Astroworld's medical staff. But we found the biggest EMS agency around could not directly tune in.
Perhaps the most famous
you're not gaining
aspect
nothing
of the
from
Astroworld tragedy is that the show kept going while the event unfolded.
How was you supposed to know?
Pandemonium ensued as the crowd crush occurred, with the music being too loud for radio traffic between paramedics and security to be heard. Furthermore, the untrained personnel failed to recognize the ongoing problem in the crowd, with one staff member reportedly telling a panicked concert goer, "It's a mosh pit. What do you expect?"
At one point,
I mean, that's true too, though.
Got enough breath to tell someone, I can't breathe. And this kid's, quote for quote, his words were, "Not my problem."
Even people who did recognize the problem failed to intervene, including EMTs who refused to venture into the surging crowd, citing the potential for personal harm. So while those in the crowd were being crushed, the show continued as if nothing was wrong, the music drowning out the screams.
Multiple videos showed the crowd pleading with Scott to stop the show as fans were in distress. It's unclear if Scott could hear them. The rapper at one point stopped the performance, but then continued.
A mass casualty incident was declared.
Police declared the Astroworld Festival a mass casualty event by 9:30 Friday night. The moment a day of fun became a nightmare.
With the situation rapidly deteriorating, Unified Command declared a mass casualty incident at 9:38 p.m. But this critical information failed to reach the proper authorities. One major problem was a bottleneck in decision-making. Police and medical personnel lacked the authority to stop the show. The communication breakdowns resulted in top officials failing to receive the order to stop.
Under roles and responsibilities, the document reveals only the executive producer and the festival director had the power to stop the show.
The situation was further exacerbated by the poor response from security, who, as we mentioned, had not even planned for a crowd surge and therefore had no idea what to do or how to stop it. The set finally finished between 10:10 and 10:15, over half an hour after the mass casualty incident was officially declared.
By this point, HPD has already declared Astroworld a mass casualty incident. At 9:41, security and police rushed the central aisle to the front of the stage. A minute later, Travis stops the show for a third time.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about.
I think I remember him looking at like it was a body surfing on top of the crowd, and we kind of stopped the concert and like acknowledged it. Did he or did he not? I may be tripping, but I know for sure it was a body floating while he was talking and shit.
One of the most surreal images of the night is that of unconscious bodies being crowd surfed to safety. Their limp bodies from nearby concert goers were unheard. So fans took it upon themselves to intervene and hoisted the unconscious bodies above their heads, crowd surfing them to the barriers and into the arms of awaiting security and medical personnel. And while these people were not confirmed dead at the time, it's possible that some of the victims passed away after that fact. It's a dreamlike visual, a freaky last-ditch effort to save the crushed and dying victims.
Travis finally leaves the stage at 10:12, an hour after we heard those first screams for help.
Which aspect do you find the most disturbing?
The only aspect that I feel that was disturbing is the part that the communication wasn't good. Like, if the EMTs couldn't get in communication with anybody, the directors and shit can't get in, I'm guessing the directors and shit can't get in contact with each other. And then it's the fact that people that passed away, bro, was getting stepped on. People that passed away getting crowd surfed. But people that survived it, bro, the fact that they have that stuck in their brain, or the people that were near death. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. You go to enjoy yourself. And I ain't trying to get, deep. But it's crazy you go to enjoy yourself and then you end up passing away, bro. So it's really messed up that the people that passed away from the whole situation and those who just were in it in general, man. But I gotta go slide. I gotta get my hair done. Cause my shit looking crazy, bro. I gotta get my hair done. So I gotta wash my hair. Y'all boys don't forget to like and subscribe, man. Show love. We got more videos coming. I'm telling you, I promise you, dog. I promise you. We got way more videos coming. This the first of many more. I love y'all, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, like I said. Love.